Hey family, listen, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Because you know what? I am interestingly boring. I've said it before. Very interestingly boring. I cover some pretty hot topics. I'm very opinionated. I will get on your freaking nerves. But again, I'm very interestingly boring. So please follow the channel, like, subscribe, share the videos. I appreciate you guys' support. So let's hop right into this video. As I've said before, I'm saying it again. The oppressors do not get to choose our heroes or what we celebrate. One person does not make a decision for us all. We are individuals who are capable of thinking for ourselves. At least most of us. Some of us, I'm not so sure. These new Negroes, I just can't speak on, you know. I have mad respect for Aretha Franklin's singing ability. She was very, very talented. In fact, I believe she was a genius. But that's where my respect ends. Miss Aretha and her father was out there in them streets. First of all, back then, who was even thinking of having sex at 12 years old? Back in Aretha's day, I mean, like, who was even thinking of having sex at 12 years old? Who even thinks of doing that today? I mean, although kids today do have sex early, like at 12 years old, it's not normal, folks. It's not normal to have sex when you're still basically a child. Hell, a lot of stuff happening today is not normal. Aretha Franklin's father was R. Kelly before there was even an R. Kelly. I've read where he impregnated a 12-year-old when he was 25. It was said that Aretha was pregnant by her father, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. And that her father used to have freaky parties at the church. What we call now was orgies. Miss Aretha was forced to grow up very fast due to no fault of her own. Miss Aretha was ran through before she was even an adult. The church was and still is full of predators and hypocrites turning a blind eye. I gotta repeat this, folks. The church was still today the church was and still today is full of predators and hypocrites turning a blind eye. Miss Aretha was raped as a child and no one cared. As a matter of fact, she was raped by people we know and have known as celebrities, both alive and dead. The Queen of Soul, which she was, has been through a lot and still managed to win 18 Grammys and become the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If you want to call being accepted by the oppressor an accomplishment, then I guess you can call that an accomplishment for her. Miss Franklin wasn't a very nice person. And if I had been through what she's lived through, I guess I wouldn't have been a very nice person either. Some folks referred to her as the Ice Queen or the Grand Diva. She allegedly tortured her sisters, her brother, producers, and managers with her temper tantrums, rage, and she was very jealous. Miss Franklin never really had a childhood. Sam Cooke was 23 and she was 12 years old. She had a child at the age of 12 and her second child before she was even 15. There was no one there to protect Miss Aretha. Any grown man having sex with a child deserves jail, period. Or worse. There are people attempting today to normalize this behavior. Aretha was raised by a pervert, so she really didn't even stand a chance. She wasn't responsible for what happened to her as a child. The grown-ass men that raped her, I do hold responsible. No one can emulate Aretha Franklin, not even Jennifer Hudson. There's a lot of things that was left out of the movie, like her father having sex with men and women, and Billy Preston attending these sex orgies and sleeping with men. A lot of celebrities attended these church orgies. A lot of celebrities that weren't mentioned in the movie. Aretha also had mental health issues, which is quite understandable from the life that she's led. A lot of these celebrities were zesty and really getting it in at Mr. Franklin's church orgy parties. You know, I'm going to name a few celebrities, but I want to remind y'all that this is all alleged. And the celebrities I'm going to name were bisexual, allegedly. Excuse me, something popped up on my screen. All right, folks. Mr. Sam Cooke, you know. Mahalia Jackson. Reverend James Cleveland. Miss Shirley Caesar. And Denzel Washington's father. Remember, this is alleged. But these are some popular people who attended these sex orgies at Mr. Franklin's party, gay parties, you know, all this stuff that he held at the church. Allegedly, folks. I wasn't there, so I can't prove any of this. Let's not forget that Mr. Franklin was a kingpin as well. All of them were batting for the other team, including Mr. Franklin. They all slept with anything and anybody, and this is my truth. The Franklin family didn't want all the tea spilled in this movie. Again, I'd like to remind you that this is alleged, and a lot of the stuff that they left out of the movie was at the request of the family. So you know, when they do movies like that about the deceased, it's a lot of stuff that they leave out that they don't want us to know about. But of course, people that grew up at the time that Aretha grew up, everybody knows. Everybody knows in Hollywood. All the celebrities know what was happening, what was going on, the real Aretha. We only know what we saw on TV. We don't know the real Aretha. You know what I mean? This video isn't a negative video. This video, like I said, I respect her talent, you know. I have empathy for what she had to go through and how she was raised, because she didn't have a choice, you know. She was born into that freaky shit, you know, so she had no choice. I applaud her for what she's accomplished, even though she went through what she had to go through, you know. Her father was a disgrace. And I saw a picture of him. He was a very handsome man. Very, you know. Her mother left when I think she was like about 10 when her mother left. And her mother died shortly after she left the family. I think she spent a lot of time with her grandmother, Aretha did, but the majority of her time was being raised by her perverted father. And her perverted father was pimping her and her sisters and brothers out. I mean, it was just horrific, the things that she went through. And they was all getting high, doing drugs, and sleeping with men and women, you know. And a lot of celebrities was coming in and out of the church laid up with men and women, you know. It was just a free-for-all, you know. Very sick, sick, sick behavior. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please just leave it in the drop box. Love you guys. See ya.